Friday time, Billy boy.
What's up, folks? How we doing?
Oh man, it's been pretty hectic week in sports. How about this?
Yes. What's going on, folks? Bill Corpus, Chris B. Murphy, here with the one, the only, Danny, boy, Reginald. Happy Friday, folks. We made it through another one.
Made through another one, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait for Saturday. That's when the divisional round starts. Um, I'm pumped. I'm pumped for it.
Yeah, I'll be excessively checking my phone during then because
Yeah.
your boy's got a wedding this weekend.
Yeah, you're
So,
going to a wedding. And by the way, congratulations to the couple that you're gonna be celebrating. So
I just want to say, I'm I just want to say really quick, I want to congrat this week. I can't wait to celebrate my very dear friend Tommy. We've been friends since we were yay high, and his soon-to-be wife Emily. Guys, congratulations. I cannot wait to celebrate with you this weekend. Tommy is like one of my dearest friends. His family is basically like a second family to me. So I am really excited this weekend to see him and see him marry the love of his life. It's gonna be fantastic. You had to do it though on a weekend of the NFL playoffs. Like, come on, bro.
I know,
Come on,
man.
bro, ski.
What But you know what, Bill? Here's the cool thing. And I know you're not going to be at your home because you're going to be on Long Island. Um,
No offense to anyone from Long Island, Mike Rifkin.
yeah. But had you been going home that night, you could DVR it, not pay attention to your phone, enjoy the wedding and stuff. And obviously, look, if there are sports fans going to be there, you're already shit out of luck because they're probably going to be on their phones anyway. But like, one hack that I've learned in life is, let's just say you're going to an important event, you're gonna miss a sporting event, and you're not gonna be around any person that's gonna spoil you. DVR has been a massive tool, and I know DVR is like dinosaurs to a lot of people. Nowadays they just go on YouTube, but DVR back when I was using it is just a crazy stellar invention.
Yeah,
You can go to your event, record your show, record your sporting event, whatever. Then don't worry about your phone. Turn off your notifications, turn off everything. Then you're gonna go home and turn on the game via DVR. I'm telling you, Bill, when I tell you it only takes like an hour and a half to get through a game.
no, I know.
You
And like,
skip, you skip through all the commercials and stuff.
here's the thing though. I don't like DVRing games anymore because I'm gonna eventually find out the score.
Exactly.
Like, perfect example. Back in October, I went out with some friends, and it was the night of the Notre Dame USC game.
Yeah.
And I told everybody, do not tell me the score. I'm DVRing it. And I had to have my phone on because the thing we were going to, the tickets were on the phone.
Right.
So I couldn't just shut my phone off.
Right.
So I looked to my buddy Justin, like, hey, Justin, unlock this for me. And if there's any score and updates, do not tell me. And then, like, literally at the end, I was doing good for a while, Reggie. Was doing good. And then, bing, Irish and Trojans tight. I'm like, seriously?
Well, here's the thing. You don't know how tight they got unless they show you the score. But like,
No, they did. It did show me the score.
yeah, see, that's the problem. See, this is why I'm telling you, whenever you DVR, turn off your notifications. It saves your life if you just turn off your damn notifications. I swear to God.
Yeah,
So,
but anyway, but nah, it's just like, or I remember before we get down to business, because we do have business to get down to.
yeah.
Um, or years ago, I went to another wedding in Long Island. Okay, people, stop having weddings in Long Island, please.
It's not like it's a destination wedding like Puerto Rico, you
Yeah,
know.
but But to me, let me tell you, my buddy Tommy, the one who's getting married tomorrow, he's one of my best friends. I told him, because I'm doing two things that I don't like doing, but I'm doing this for you. You're on a very exclusive list of people. I'm going to Long Island and I'm wearing a tie. Two things I don't like doing, but I'm doing this for you. And he cracked up. I said, you're on a very short list of people I do this for. Um, but anyway, the other wedding in Long Island I went to a couple of years ago, it was on the weekend of a Yankee playoff game because the Yankees were not supposed to play that weekend. It was in 2019. And because it was that Friday was supposed to be a travel day, but there was a rain out, so everything got pushed back a day. So game five that would have been on a Thursday ended up being that Friday. So at first I'm like checking my phone, I'm like, hey, you know what? It's my buddy's wedding. I'll just turn my phone off. I'll check the score later. I'll probably watch the highlights later. And the table next to me are all on their phones watching the game. So yeah, but you know what? Like I'm not extensively bothered because it's not a team that I have no dog in this fight tomorrow.
Right.
Any of the games, I really have no dog in the fight. If it was a Giants playoff game, Tommy, my brother in Christ, come on, bro. Okay, again, I know they had to plan this like nearly a year ago. They had to plan this nearly a year ago, so they don't have a crystal ball what would happen. So you can't blame them for that. But yeah,
Yeah. See, this is why you have in like October, you have like the summertime, like, you know, what's the summertime interfering with? Regular season baseball, WNBA basketball,
'cause
training.
my
Like,
brother's getting married in October.
yeah. But you see, that's my point. It's like, hopefully it's early enough in October where it doesn't interfere with playoffs. But like,
October 3rd.
oh yeah, that's perfect. Um, but in any case, a lot to get to. So, um, obviously playoffs. Billy Boy still doing the dancing in the streets.
Calling out around the world.
Harbaugh to the Giants. We'll get more reaction on that. However, breaking news last night. Uh, and of course, this is just unbelievable how this baseball team can continue to build up. Kyle Tucker, who we all thought either Cubs, Mets, or Blue Jays. Nope, Dodgers. Let's come in and sweep them. It'd be is it 4 year, $240 million contract, includes opt-outs after the second and third seasons. AAV at around $60 million, which surpasses the Juan Soto deal. There is some deferred money. Of course, there is. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers. $30 million, which has been confirmed, given the present day AAV to actually be $57 million. Still way ahead of Juan Soto's AAV. Obviously, Juan Soto's contract is way longer than Kyle Tucker's contract, but on a short end of the deal, Bill, it does surpass him on AAV, but opt-outs after the second and third season. So there is a chance that Kyle Tucker may not even finish this contract and may even go after more. Um, Initial thoughts, Billy Boy.
Well, first of all, Nate Moser is not happy today.
Pretty furious. I tried talking to him last night. He wasn't having it. And that's cool. That's cool. I get it. Like he doesn't want to talk about it and everything. He has been all in on Kyle Tucker, and of course him going to the Dodgers just
The Dodgers are
absolutely.
becoming the new Yankees right now. They
But
really
you
are.
know, but look, I have no problem with this, by the way. Like, I don't look if the Dodgers got it, the Dodgers got it. There's nothing much you can do. They're going to be a super team across all of baseball. Like, and it's going to be fascinating to watch. It really is going to be fascinating to watch how that team is all going to play out. But I have no issue with it. I don't. Look, obviously, you you of course, we're Yankee fans. We want everybody to come to our side. But look, if the Dodgers got the money and they got the team to win, and then that had to be a factor. Obviously, the money was way more of a factor. But it makes it easier to choose the Dodgers, Bill, if you're a good team. And that's the bottom line.
Oh, absolutely. But no, like they are really building this team.
Mhm.
Are the Dodgers gonna do a three-peat?
Yeah, I mean, look, the Kyle Tucker is the best player in free agency, and you would have to think that this definitely um, turns them once again into heavy, heavy, heavy favorites to win the World Series again. And look, I mean, you have a lineup that features Shohei and Freddie Freeman and Mookie, Max Muncy. Like all these players that you now can see on this roster, like it's wild. It's wild how they continue to dominate off seasons, how they continue to make their team that much better.
No, absolutely.
It's scary. It's kind of scary a little bit. Um, Obviously, when he has to stay healthy, he has been injured quite a bit, but again, plays excellent defense. He's a great hitter, um, massive threat on the bases. We saw this with Houston, and of course, nationally got a taste of it with the Dodgers. Sorry, with the Cubs last season. Bill, I'm getting a little feedback on your end. Is something on?
No, I'm in the basement. Well, there's people walking up above me right now, but
Okay. Uh, in case.
but
Um,
no, but no, I think the Dodgers are really building this team up. And we got Shohei and everything. Yeah, the Dodgers are a super team. Let's call it right now. We might get a three-peat this year.
isn't that crazy though? Like, I, it amazes me. It amazes me how teams just refuse to act like the Dodgers. Like, why can't the Blue Jays do it? Obviously, the Mets have all the money in the world. Why can't they do it? Dodgers have the highest payroll, but I think the Mets are more valued, or they're at the higher value. If not, the Mets and Dodgers are pretty close. So it's like, what's stopping them? I know with the Mets in particular, it's that David Stearns who continues to make the wrong decisions. But man, it how other teams haven't cracked the code yet. And with all this deferred money, I know the Mets have done deferred money before, but like how they have not cracked the code to make sure that they continue to get more of these big time players, it's just pure insanity. Um, and look, it's not cheating the system. The Dodgers they're going around a loophole, like to get the best players. What can you do? Do the same thing if people are complaining about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, people are complaining about it.
Yeah, crazy. Um, Obviously with Kyle Tucker off the books, I was talking about this with Moser. Um, it looks like the Blue Jays, they're gonna have to go, and they haven't lost contact with him, but Bo Bichette's probably the next person that they're gonna um they're probably go after. Bo Bichette has already been a Blue Jay. He wants to be back, so get it done if you can. And then of course, what does it mean for the Yankees? Obviously, we talked about Bellinger, and the Yankees getting into an impasse, which of course
Oh my God, this is
that's
probably
on.
the worst off season they've had in a while.
Yeah, now the Yankees they have some pitching depth, which is nice. They got that Weathers dude from Miami. So that was pretty cool. We traded some prospects for him. Probably be in the rotation, which is pretty cool. Um but that's the most that they've done so far. Is that and then a bunch of short end signings with some of our utility players and everything. So like what does this truly mean for the Yankees moving forward? Can that Kyle Tucker market influence what they do with Bellinger? They haven't stopped talking to Bellinger, but it's not like they're gonna offer him anything crazy. It's
Oh,
tough,
absolutely.
tough one. But definitely this Kyle Tucker news and contract definitely will now influence the rest of the baseball market for all these big time players, and it'd be interesting to see what other teams do. Like exciting stuff.
Very exciting stuff. So yeah, we're gonna keep an eye on that. And to Hal Steinbrenner and Brian Cashman, sign him.
Mhm.
Sign Bellinger. Get this done.
But you know what? It's not even their fault. This is Bellinger. He needs to come to the table. We're not going to give you 7 years. Can you do five? Like, if you do five, we'll opt you after three or something. Like,
It seems like we have reached an impasse.
it's so stupid. Like, impasse for what? Like, come on, get in there and negotiate, please. Impasse my ass. Like, get out of here.
Seems like we reached an impasse. The pink one is right. And you're wearing a pink shirt, so that joke goes perfectly right there. If you know the reference, you know the reference. You get the reference, didn't you, Reg?
Oh, Jesus, I do, but crazy, crazy
Yeah,
stuff.
that was a SpongeBob joke. Yes, I am almost 32 years old and I still make SpongeBob jokes.
Anyone that was a kid in the 90s, early 2000s, will probably get that.
The pink one is right. But anyway, it seems we have reached an impasse. But anyway,
So stupid.
yeah, Bellinger just because you know what the thing is, and my dad said this. Everybody wants Soto money now.
Well, yeah, because they want $1 billion, like or at the very least the AAV value, like what Kyle Tucker surpassed. So they want that. It's dumb. It's stupid. Like why can't you take a much lesser deal like Aaron Judge? Aaron Judge took way less. Vladimir Guerrero took way less.
You know what? Because
Like,
Judge is a stand-up dude.
come on already.
Come on, Judge. Come on,
It's
guys.
silly, stupid. I don't get it.
None of
Um,
us do.
yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, that's the baseball front. Now it's time to move on to football, which before we get to the playoff, good, some exciting things happened this week.
Yeah.
And I'm still okay. Should we talk about Tomlin first, or should we get to the good news first?
Well, Mike Tomlin resigned as Steelers coach. We have no idea what his plans are. He hasn't scheduled any meetings with any teams. Blah, blah, blah. Get to the good news, Bill.
Yeah, first of all, Steelers embraced mediocrity for too long, so Yeah, it was time for a change in
Yeah,
Pittsburgh.
yeah, it was time. It was time to move on. And I
You
can't
haven't
believe
won a
I
playoff
said,
game in 10 years, so it's
and
time
I
to move
can't
on.
believe I said that because for the longest time I've been the massive Tomlin defender. Like, there's just no reason why he should ever leave the Pittsburgh Steelers. So like it took a lot for me to even say that, Bill, but it was time to move on. Um, Now, just so people are aware, Tomlin wasn't fired officially, wasn't fired. So
It could
if
have been one of those things, you know what? We were thinking about firing you. Just say you resign.
yeah, but here's the thing though, Bill. Let's just say Tomlin wants to go to another team and coach, be the head coach. The Steelers actually retain his rights because he was still under contract. So they would have to some type of negotiation in terms of like maybe a draft pick compensation for Pittsburgh and everything if Tomlin were to go to another squad. I believe the final year would have been 27. So after I believe it's either after next season or the season after if Tomlin were to get another job, a team would have to negotiate with the Steelers to give some compensation.
He's
Uh,
still
I will we'll get more information on that. But the Steelers do retain his rights, so it's not like he could go to another team and the Steelers won't get anything back. They have to get something back because he's still under contract and he chose to leave the organization.
so he gone.
Yeah, and we'll see what he does. Some some places say he's not going to come back to coaching. I would be very shocked if that's the
Well,
case.
because the thing is, it's like if he's not going to come back to coaching, it's probably not going to be this year because I always say this, folks, when Black Monday firings happen and Tomlin's situation is different, he wasn't fired. He voluntarily stepped down.
Yeah.
But Mike Tomlin, like here's the thing, like a lot of these teams have set who they have an idea of who they want to
Mhm.
hire.
Yeah.
So they've already had a bunch of interviews. They've already either had a bunch of interviews or they probably are not taking any, they're probably not taking any more because I haven't heard about a lot of interviews, but I'm sure they're probably already narrowed down to of an idea of who they want.
Yeah.
So I don't think Tomlin is gonna have a job next year. So,
Again, we'll monitor it, but it's looking less likely he's going to have the job.
but now let's get to the good news, shall we?
Yes, get your good news, Billy Boy.
Because Reggie, I was partying in the streets
Mm,
since yesterday, and I'm
wow.
still not done. The New York Giants. Oh my God. For the first time in a while, I am not depressed to be a Giants fan.
Yeah.
For the first time in about a good couple years, I'm not depressed. The New York Giants getting the first head coaching hire of this cycle, John Harbaugh.
Mhm.
Giant fans rejoice. Dude, I'm rejoicing right now.
Congrats, man. It's a
It's so beautiful.
no-brainer. No-brainer, Bill. You hire John Harbaugh to be your head coach. He is a difference maker when it comes to building the team the right way in terms of winning, culture, and all out glory, man. Like, and he's the right person to develop this core. You have a great wide receiver in Malik Neighbors. You have a great running back in Cam Scatterbo. Um, the jury's still out on Jackson Dart. He's had a very nice rookie year. It's still a lot of things to work on, but you could work on that with Harbaugh. You couldn't do that with any other coach out there. Like, let's be real about it. So, no, it is 100% the right move to make. And the Giants did pretty well. Congratulations to Giants fans. Congrats to the Mara family, the Tisch family, Joe Shane and company. And it just unbelievable, unbelievable that this is happening to the Giants. And you should be excited. Every Giant fan should be excited.
Yeah,
You
and except someone. Yeah, we're looking at you, Patch Man. Had to ruin our good time last night.
I didn't watch. What do you do?
He was like saying like all of you guys already have the Lombardi Trophy hosted. Okay, no,
No,
we don't.
no one's hosting anything. No one's hoisting anything. Like, that's absurd. That's an absurd comment. It's
He,
about it's about winning. It is about establishing a culture, a no nonsense culture, and we know Harbaugh's a no nonsense guy.
but here's why we're taking. Here's why I'm taking the W on this one. I'm taking the W, Reggie boy,
Yeah, take it.
and I am taking the Cubs W flag, and I'm gonna run around this street naked with. Actually, no, I won't do that. I don't want to scar anyone.
Yeah.
Um, but anyway, no, because here's the thing, and I've been saying this. We've been saying this ever since the coaching search started. The Giants need someone with experience in head coaching. No more on the job training. No more of these first time head coaches. Like we need experience. No more on the job training. And I think John Harbaugh is the correct guy. And like he's got a proven track record. And again, Patchy raining on my parade. God, he's such a. I love you, Patch Man, but dude, you're such a freaking buzzkill. Okay, another 90s 2000s reference. You ready? He's a bigger buzzkill than Buzz Killington. Um, but anyway, dude, like, but he goes, well, you don't know how Harbaugh and Dart are going to connect. We'll have to see. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
I think Harbaugh is good. I think Dart is probably the main reason why Harbaugh chose to come to the Giants.
It's a good situation. You have the quarterback, you have the talent. Now it's just about, picking up more pieces. And you can do that with Harbaugh. And I said this on my initial reaction video that I sent a couple nights ago. Um, I need to stress this to the Giants organization. You don't have to fire Joe Shane. This is no longer his operation. This is a Harbaugh operation. And I need to stress this because whatever he says goes. This is no longer about Joe Shane. Joe Shane, he can suck it for all I care. Like,
No,
you know,
and that's what old Ops guy said last night, and I
it,
agree. Like you now
it
got to let Harbaugh run the show.
exactly. Joe Shane could be maybe a scout, a GM in name only. He's a scout. Maybe he gives an idea. Harbaugh has final say. And if Joe Shane can't handle that, fire him.
And no, I think John Mara needs to tell Joe Shane that. Like say, hey, listen, you can give input, but Harbaugh has the final say.
Yeah, everything gets signed off by John Harbaugh. And that's how it has to work. Okay? It's no longer about um Joe Shane making the final says. Fuck that. He's had final say over the past 4 or 5 years.
And look where that's gotten us.
Yeah, lackluster draft picks, lackluster everything. And look, he nailed it with Neighbors. He nailed it with Scatterbo.
He nailed it with Dart.
But let's be real. Some of these draft picks have been headaches. Some of these signings have been headaches too. Some free agent signings, and the way he handled that Saquon situation, pretty
You
rough.
Hard Knocks clip.
Pretty rough. Now look, they replaced the running back,
Scadaboo's awesome.
but it's been mixed. It cannot be mixed with this Harbaugh regime. He's the guy. He runs the show.
Welcome to the and if Joe Shane, no, John Mara's got to lay down the law and say, Joe, Harbaugh's running the show. You can
Yeah.
give input if needed, but he's got the final say. And if you don't like it, there's the door.
Yeah.
And like because here's the thing, I wonder if how Joe Shane's gonna take that. Like because he's been used to
Look,
being the boss.
he apparently was in on the hiring, so I'm assuming he has to be okay with it. Like if that's going to get over the finish line, if that's the thing that gets him to be head coach, he's got to swallow his pride and deal with it.
But no, like here's the thing: there's a new era in East Rutherford, new head coach, new head coach. So let's go.
Yeah.
Let's. I'm ready, dude.
A,
Dude,
a
let's
brand
let's fucking go.
a
I'm
brand
ready.
new era, a winning era. You know, the Giants have been a disaster for the last 10 years. Let's call it like it is.
You know how optimistic I feel to be a Giants fan right now.
You should be.
I feel optimistic. And
Mhm.
they'll probably disappoint me in the draft again. But come on, let me take this now. Let me be happy. Just let
Yeah.
me be happy right now.
No, take the dub. Take the dub.
I'm on my fourth bottle of champagne. I've been celebrating since yesterday.
Yeah,
Um, and I'll probably be drinking more this weekend. And then I'll probably be here Monday morning and won't remember anything. But anyway,
exactly.
oh, celebrate.
Yeah,
This is awesome. The New York
insane.
John Harbaugh is the next head coach of the New York Football Giants, dude. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, totally
God
beautiful.
bless.
Yeah,
I
and
I can't
and
believe I'm saying this, but thank you, John Mora.
yeah, and hopefully it gets you out of this disastrous time period of just absolute, absolute ineptitude, and
So,
and it gets you back into glory because that's what the Giants need now. Um,
and also you brought up the Saquon situation. I don't know if you heard this. Rumors going around that Brian Dable is interviewing for the Eagles OC position. Did you hear about that?
right. No, I mean, I hope he gets. I get the message.
Oh my God. If Dable gets that OC position and he's back with Saquon,
I
maybe
mean, let's
our
see. Look, Dable was a good coordinator with Buffalo, so
listen, there are some people listen. Brian Dable, okay, first season was fantastic. And we were thinking, hey, we build ahead of schedule. But then he regressed. And listen, I think I he's not a good head coach. I think he's a better offensive coordinator. And you know what? Sometimes that happens. Sometimes certain people they're better at being coordinators.
right.
They're better at being coordinators than being head coaches. And that's okay. And that's okay. And that's okay. If you need to, if some people are just better at being coordinators. But like I said, he gets with Saquon, and Saquon has another great season. Then they're gonna replay that hard knocks clip until our eyes fall out. Reg, everything okay?
Yeah.
They're gonna replay the hard knocks clip till our eyes bleed. So yeah, Harbaugh is the new sheriff in town in East Rutherford, and I'm excited.
Oh, Bill. Good. I mean, again, it's amazing for y'all. It really is. And It's about time. The Giants are a flagship NFL franchise, a historic NFL franchise, and you know, for a team that's been around for so long, and it is necessary, especially in New York, to be relevant. And this brings the Giants back into relevancy. It was much needed. So really,
Absolutely.
congratulations. I really am very happy for you. I really am.
Thank you. Thank you, my
Um,
friend. Thank you.
yeah.
So now, playoffs weekend.
Hmm.
All right. Playoff weekend. My
Bang,
man.
bang.
Guess what time it is?
It's time for Pick'em
Time!
because we don't
Again, we
have
still
the
don't have money for music.
exactly. We don't have the money for music, which is a shame. It's a big shame. Uh, sorry, I'm trying to go on X, but it says the site is down. So,
Take that, Elon.
Jesus. In any case, all
Okay,
right,
so
pick 'em time. Divisional round, NFL playoffs. Boy, do we have a doozy this second round. Big time
yes, we
matchup.
do.
4:30 on Saturday, Bill. Bills, Broncos, Mile High.
Who do you got, Reggie boy?
I'm gonna go with the Bills. The Buffalo Bills. I mean, let's call it like it is. The Buffalo Bills, they have the best quarterback in the playoffs right now. This is no shot to Drake May or Bo Nix or Caleb Williams. They have the best quarterback in the playoffs right now because he has the most experience and he knows what it takes to win. And the path could not be any more clearer for the Bills to go to the Super Bowl.
If they
So
win this one, I'm calling it. They're going to the Super
they're
Bowl.
going to go to the Super Bowl. I don't know if they'll win the Super Bowl, but they're definitely going if they win. And
Because, dude,
I think they're gonna win because
you
I
got
don't
no
trust the Broncos.
Mahomes, no Mahomes, no Lamar. You're if they win this, if the Bills win this game,
Yeah.
if the Bills win this game, Reggie, it's theirs to lose. The Super Bowl is theirs to it's theirs to lose
Yeah.
because the Bills again, no KC, no Baltimore. We good.
Mhm.
They good.
It's true. That's the truth. The truth of the matter is, the Bills have they have it. It's there. Now they just got to beat the Broncos. And again, I think they're gonna beat the Broncos. I don't know if I trust the Broncos after a bye week. They got a lot of rest. I guess that's the only thing that makes them dangerous. But like, these bye weeks in the playoffs can be pretty tricky. We saw this with the Lions. We've seen this with many teams where they've gotten the week off and then they got to play face a team fresh off a win, fresh off a playoff game. It can mess with your mind a little bit. I expect the same for Denver. So that's why I'm taking the Bills. And by the way, I know the Bills have a lot of players on that are injured. This is not about the injured players. It's not even about the supporting cast. The starring role is Josh Allen. He will find a way to win the game. And I trust Josh Allen. I really hope Bills fans um, agree with me. Josh Allen's going to find a way to win. So I wouldn't worry too much.
Yes, absolutely. So anyway, we're going So yeah, so I'm picking Buffalo too.
Yeah.
I think no, Josh Allen, if you saw him last week in that Jacksonville game,
Hmm.
this is someone who does not quit. So I'm go Buffalo, and that is for Nate Moser. You know, if he win, what have I been saying, Reggie? If Buffalo goes all the way, we will not see Nate Moser for 6 months.
Yeah.
He will be celebrating for 6 months. Probably like you if the Knicks win the championship. Um, anyway, anyway, next we got oh, this is a toughie. San Fran,
Real tough
Seattle.
one.
What was that?
Again, same thing. You know, you have Seattle took the week off. You have the Niners fresh off a playoff win. Um, this is gonna be tougher though because one, Seattle's better than Denver. Um, I think it's gonna be a back and forth match. Like I expect this to be like teams going at each other's throats. I expect the Seahawks defense to be pretty good and their offense. And then I expect the same for San Francisco. I think this is going to be one of those where they'll make that they will that both teams will make big plays defensively, but they'll also make a play offensively probably early on. Like it's going to be one of those back and forth type of deals.
Oh, absolutely.
I think the to me the leverage goes towards San Francisco. Nothing against McDonald and his coaching staff in Seattle, but Kyle Shanahan is a built, proven winner in these types of moments. I say it's going to be San Francisco. I don't know how you feel, Bill, but
Ugh.
that's what I'm leaning towards.
I don't know
It's a tough one.
because there's just so many factors on San Francisco's side. You're not gonna have Kittle, you're not gonna have Ford, and on Seattle's side, Darnold is questionable. So I don't know. This is just a lot of factors here.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna pick. We're gonna be on the opposite. I'm gonna pick Seattle because they are
Okay.
in the loudest stadium
And it's true. It is very true.
in the naked. Okay. Anyway, next, now we go to the Sunday games, and we
Hmm.
got some doozies.
Hmm.
This whole weekend is a doozy.
Yeah, man.
Um. Anyway, Houston and New England.
Oh man, you have no idea how psyched I am for this game here. Foxborough, Texans on the road. Um, I think it's gonna be another big time defensive battle. Something tells me the Patriots are gonna find a way to win. I'm taking the Pats, and it's no shade at the Texans. I think the Texans have had a phenomenal year, and that defense is crazy. Offensively, I mean, they took a long time to score on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh is not that good. So that's my only concern with Houston. That's why I'm leaning towards the Pats. So I'm going to take New England.
You know what? I'm in the same boat as you because, dude, that Houston defense is scary.
It is quite fascinating to watch Houston play defense.
That Houston defense is terrifying.
Like watching my buddy Sheldon Rankins pick up a ball. Sheldon Rankins is a big guy. He picked up the fumble from Rodgers and ran as fast as he could, 33 yards for a touchdown, or whatever it was, 30 yards, whatever it was. Like, they're lethal. They're quick. They are strong. They can beat you. My only issue is that offense. That offense, again, took a very long time to get it going against Pittsburgh. So that's why I'm picking the Patriots. The Patriots definitely have better, not necessarily better players on offense, but they know how to get it going like pretty early. So that's why I'm leaning towards New England. It's a tough one. I don't like the Patriots winning. That's why I'm rooting for the Texans to win. You know,
Yeah, you've got to root for his cousin D'Amico, right?
that too. That too. Uh,
Um, but anyway, um, but anyway, so I'm go I'm picking the Pats as well, unfortunately, because like I said, I want Houston to win.
yeah.
Even though I will say I do like Mike Vrabel. I do like Mike Vrabel. He got screwed in Tennessee because that was the strangest firing ever. So I'm picking New England, but I would like to see Houston win. Does that make sense?
Yes. And I'm on the same boat. Look, I do not look. I'm rooting for Denver because I don't want to see the Bills win, and I'm rooting for Houston because I don't want to see the Patriots win.
Yeah,
This is
you don't want to
this,
see the Bills win because you don't want to be hearing it from Nate Moser.
well, that, yeah, I mean, and I don't want to see the Patriots win because I don't want to hear from my Patriot fan friends who are going to give me more shit.
But you
So,
know what? I'm in a very comfortable position right now because Dallas is out. I don't have to hear it from Mark.
yeah,
Philly got bumped, and I don't have any Philadelphia Eagle friends because I'm classier than that.
ouch.
Uh, I'm now banned from the city of Philadelphia, aren't I?
God.
And I have no. Well, you're a semi-Commanders fan, right, Reggie?
Yeah, somewhat. I'll root for them.
So I have like nobody to root against.
Yeah,
Like, okay, yeah, I don't want to see New England win, but it's not like if I had to see Dallas or Philly.
right.
Like, but you got Buffalo, you got New England. You're in a bad situation there, my friend.
Mhm. Well,
Um,
the Patriots had to be good for 20 years, and then of course the Buffalo Bills had to be the team that dethroned them. So it's tough times for Danny Boy, tough times. And of course the Jets are just terrible, like just flat out awful.
so
Yeah.
anyway, Houston. Okay, so who do we go next?
All right. And then of
Uh,
course, it's Sunday. I guess you can call it Sunday Night Football. It's a 6:30 matchup. Rams Bears, Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois. Speaking of Chicago, real quick, you saw that the state of Indiana has already introduced legislation to have a stadium authority in Northwest Indiana.
oh my God, people would lose their fucking mind.
And the Chicago Bears are flirting with them.
Okay, there's gonna
So
be riots in Chicago soon.
I don't know. I have no idea what the Chicago Bears are doing.
So is it
Um,
going to be like the same thing with the Jets and the Giants? How the New York Giants, New York Jets, but they're going to be
yes.
but they play in Jersey.
Yeah. So because that area is a part of what they call Chicagoland, or
What?
again, yeah, I know nothing about Chicago. So it's like, apparently that's what they call the entire region, Chicagoland. So that part of Indiana, northwestern part of the state, is a part of that region. So technically speaking, they would be in the Chicago region. That's why they'll be still the Chicago Bears.
Uh, absolutely.
Um,
So
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
crazy
but yeah,
stuff.
you know what, Chicago? I think a certain fan of yours may have something to say on that matter. And you know who I'm talking about, Reggie.
Who are you talking about?
Oh, he's second only to God. So he's a man that only God can fire. So hey, Pope Leo, you might want to get on the phone and say, hey, no.
From the Vatican? Like you call him from the Vatican? Like, like
I wonder if he has his own personal phone that he could just like the Bears ownership. Yeah, the Vatican's on the phone for us.
oh my
Yeah, please keep the Bears in Chicago.
Jesus Christ.
I have spoken. I am the Pope. Click.
Uh
Anyway,
well, the big thing is these before we get to the game. The Illinois state legislature, like, what are you doing? Like, you're gonna
come on,
lose.
man.
You may lose the Bears, a franchise, a legacy franchise in the NFL. You're gonna lose them to the state of Indiana? Like, you can't let that happen. I know they proposed renovating Soldier Field. The Bears don't want that. I know they proposed the Arlington Heights location, probably the best location. And Illinois is like, it's not on our priority list. Okay, well, the Bears need a new stadium. So it has to be on your priority list. But in any case, Bears, Rams.
Okay. Who you picking, Reggie?
I'm gonna pick the Rams. Um, they might be a tad banged up, but they played very well over this past weekend. Um, I'm not loving the short week though for um any of these teams, really. But yeah, in any case. Um,
Short week. It's
oh wait,
it's a
no,
week.
sorry. No, you're right. No, I'm sorry.
No, because they
I was
both played on
I was thinking of
Saturday.
I was thinking of the Niners and the Bills. I'm sorry.
They
I
both
was
played
thinking,
on Saturday, Reggie.
yeah, I was thinking of the Niners and the Bills. Sorry. So, but my mistake. Ding, ding.
Ding.
Yeah, I was thinking of Niners and the Bills. That's my bad. But in any case, um, but still, no, I'm picking the Rams. Rams
You're
have the
picking the
quarter.
Rams.
They have the quarterback, obviously, but I think they're hungry. I think they want to get back to they want to get back to that champion at the very least that championship game. The Bears are a pretty lethal team too, so don't count them out. But yeah,
You know what? I'm gonna go the opposite here. I'm going with the Bears
yeah,
because I think this team has just been hungry all season.
yeah,
Ben Johnson has done a fantastic job with that team.
yeah.
I said from day one when I did my preseason head coach ranking that I had high hopes for him, and he did not disappoint me. So I am going with the Bears because, bro, it's for the Pope. But yeah, Pope Leo,
You're not letting go of that Pope joke, are you?
yes, I love that Pope joke. But Pope Leo, yeah, get on the phone with the Bears and tell them to stay in Chicago.
It's not going to happen though. Like ultimately, the Bears are gonna make the best decision for them. And look, they could just be using it as leverage, which is totally fine, or they could be pretty serious.
Dude, the city would blow up in riots.
Yep. And to all
Remember,
my Chicago Bear friends who live in the state of Illinois, who were like, this is Chicago's team. How does it feel now?
how does it feel?
How does it feel now? Like, seriously, how does it feel? Because you may lose your team to a different state,
Now
and
you know how we feel.
you're gonna have the same arguments with the same people. Remember, you know that?
Yeah.
We have the same arguments with the people that continue to criticize the fact that Jets Giants don't play within actual New York City limits. How
So
does it
yeah,
feel now?
now you know how we felt for the last God knows how long.
Our entire lives. As far as
Yeah,
I'm concerned, the Jets and Giants have never played in New York City, ever.
no, they haven't. We would like a stadium in New York City. That'd be nice.
Yeah, and look, and like I said, I'm advocating for both teams to get out of that fucking swamp. Like, I'm being serious. The Jets should have their own stadium. You put it in Queens, Long Island, Westchester, I don't care. Giants too. The Giants should not stay in that fucking stadium. They should not. So, I don't know what you got to do to negotiate with the state of New Jersey. I know they're both locked into leases with obviously 5-year opt-outs, but like, get out of there. Just get out of there.
Get out of the shithole.
Yeah.
Like, we need to come on, make the Giants and Jets New York again.
hmm Like true New York. And look, they're New York. They are New York because our New York is different from the Buffalo Bills' New York, which is like Canada. But like, like no, like bring a stadium to the city. Like, why not? Like, let's go. Stop playing around. In London they have all these different stadiums across town.
Why can't we do it?
Why can't we do that?
Reggie
Why
boy.
can't if we can have two basketball arenas in the city, if we can have two baseball stadiums in the city, why can't we have two football stadiums in the city? Why?
Reggie, my boy. Why not us?
You know, it can be done.
Reggie, my boy. Why not us?
Mhm. It's true.
Why not us?
Yeah.
Why not
You
us?
you have the Bears, I have the Rams. I think Stafford's gonna go off. Like, I'm just being real. Like, I think he's gonna go off. Um, but this is a real test for Chicago. Like, can they really, really um pull off something magical in the
In the
division?
words of the movie Prince of Egypt, you're playing with the big boys now.
Exactly.
So yeah, let's see what happens. So yeah, that's divisional wild card. Dude, championship weekend is next weekend.
Isn't that crazy, man? Championship
Yikes, this
weekend.
went fast. And then before you know it, it's gonna be Super Bowl weekend.
hmm
And we're gonna be doing our show, and no, it's not gonna be like remember the first time we did a Super Bowl show? We went on for like 5 hours, and it was the worst decision we ever made in our lives.
Yeah, me, of course, I couldn't do it because I was working. But everyone else could, so uh but you know what? It was a good experiment because we knew what worked and what didn't work. So I can't complain about that. And look, it was content. It was content for hours. So it's not like we were spitballing doing nothing. Like, people enjoyed that. So
We tried, it didn't work. We move on.
so now we were still playing our Super Bowl show. We'll give you details later on that.
Now, we
Uh,
might be doing it on Saturday, but I don't know yet. I'll tell you off air. Um, okay, so anyway, yeah, that's our show. You know what? Because I'm kind of stretched for time, we'll talk about the point shaving maybe next week.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Reggie, just because I'm a little pressed for time. So,
No, I get you. You got to get out to Long Island. You got
Ugh.
you got bigger and better
Tommy,
things.
Emily, I'm doing this for you.
You got bigger and better things to do. If you like what you see, and why wouldn't you? Because this is
Because
great.
content's amazing.
Please follow us on the socials. X, Facebook at S Insanity Real. This podcast specifically on X is at SIN Sports Insane. We don't really post much on there. It's mostly on the network X. However, we could always repost. So we always do that. Please like, comment, subscribe on the YouTube. Watch all of our videos. And of course, this podcast, I know we have released an audio version in a bit. We'll get some updated, fresh episodes out there. You can always listen to this pod wherever you get your podcasts, Apple, Spotify, all that stuff. Um, we appreciate you. We love you. We thank you. And again, Bill, congrats to the couple.
I'll give them the message, Reggie boy. They're people
Have
you've
fun.
never met in your life, but I will give them the message. Hey,
Yeah,
Reg, just congratulations. Who's Reg? He's Reg. Okay, good enough.
have
Because
fun.
he's Reg.
Have fun on Long Island. Long Island's great. You know.
Is it?
Yes, it is. I love Long Island.
We have difference of opinions on that, but I won't share them on the show. Um, but
But
no,
just
yeah.
look, I love Dutchess. I love Dutchess and Hudson Valley too. You know, I like Fishkill.
But okay, so yeah, we will see you on Monday. Have a good weekend. Enjoy football. Stay safe and take care.